Well, hello again, my most ethical light and love crew. It's open exclusively to you. Thanks so very much, my active ethicals. Well, happy early Thanksgiving. I have to say, I don't really feel the usual Thanksgiving vibes, but I think this is a new school version of what it's supposed to be, which I'm totally loving because, you know, like the prompts of like the social norms and human behaviors to activate your life in a certain arena. I mean, the purpose is correct, okay? The intention is there. However, the mechanics doesn't always fall to plan. And we see this like outside of the holidays. But it's more evident when it comes to these like social gatherings. When there's life changes, like I think different age ranges are experiencing this, whereas when I grew up, it was only like a certain fraction of society or a certain age range you hit where you encounter like serious life adjustments. And so maybe my perception is skewed, but I really feel like we're in a different like timeline, a different era right now where it's hitting home. These vibes are hitting home in a staggered level. So it's not just like a certain age range, like 55 and up, like as you approach retirement, you know, you have to make all of these adjustments that you haven't anticipated, that you haven't but nobody like groomed you for. But it's all cool, it's fine, we keep things chill, okay? This era of Thanksgiving, I feel like there's a little bit of like ambient magic in the ethers. It's just like there's some juggling for sure, but it's not like hectic like that anymore. I don't think any of us are really, how do I say it? We're not caving into the pressures of being spread like so thin. We're thinking about what we're bringing to the table, not just the meals, but also our ourselves. So we have to show some gratitude and some self-respect for establishing certain boundaries in order to celebrate the holidays, even if it's singular. And even at singular level, the ancestors celebrate you, the divine celebrates you, and you are actively working with those energies, and they're keeping you like safe and sound. So even if you feel like separate, how do I say it? You're so respected by the divine that they're keeping you in this like eggshell so that you don't have to hear the noise. You don't have to like think about head counts. You don't have to like, you know, worry about entertaining. You don't have to worry about the strings attached to anything. And it's not to say that we don't appreciate anything or certain portions of our lives, but it just sometimes in order to fully appreciate what's in the here and now, you have to be realistic with your touch points, okay? And I think that's like a good start as far as where to begin with all of this. The face card, oh hi, the face card that came for the thumbnail, let me give you a little tiny bit of a backstory. I was looking for this deck, but like I have a little pile going on in my car on the passenger side, so I'm like, okay, that's what I'll be doing tonight. I'll be cleaning, which is great. I'm looking forward to it. It's like the pre-game for like New Year's and a late spring cleaning. So anyway, I was reaching for this deck, and then this deck came along. That was the first picking. So I was told, like, you know, I could still go with the other deck because that's what I visualized, but this is what really came in hand first. So that's why the header card was picked from that. And I like to like spend like a few seconds with this before I say something about it. Literally just a few seconds. And what I'm seeing here, because it's like, okay, so romance is coming to us. Like, no, it can't all be just that. But I think this is like a resurrection point of the lotus flower, the unblooming. Dude, what's going on there? The unfolding, that's what I meant to say. So I think this is a moment to slow down for a sec, like for sure, because I don't think there's any exterior energies. I mean, there might be some like long distance range bullshit, but that's not what we're paying attention to now. The divine has kind of let us like ping pong out, diverge from one another, and just like a timeout, you know. But this is like, I meant to say unfolding, but like blooming, like in bloom, and it had me say something kind of, it morphed the two ideas, or two levels of semantics, and it just kind of like got all discombobulated. So all the more reason to watch our like, how do I say it? Be more mindful of our navigation, what our intent is. And the best way to do that, the simplest form to do that, is just slow down for a second. Yeah, definitely. Because like anybody could say like, oh, age is getting the best of us, or like I haven't been in the workforce or X amount of time, and so like I'm a little rusty. So like they're just saying, no, we're at this level, okay? You've been through enough, and you know how to adjust. You have proven life accordingly. You have proven the resonance within you. And so it's like, this here is charioted by a Pegasus. So it's like, look, Ma, no hands. That's what's happening here. You see, this is coming in full confidence. Like, this is what Spirit is saying is like, you're doing really well, and you deserve to feel that energy. You deserve to feel like, basically kind of like a kid again, but more on more responsible terms. Like, you're so skilled, like your spirit animal or totem is helping move you through, to the point where it's like there's energetic cords that are connecting you to, so you don't have to crack the whip, okay? Well, that goes on different levels. I just heard it. But also, because you're at this massive energetic, I'm hearing upgrade, but I'm meaning to say something more like expansion, okay? You can't really quite see it here, but there's like orbs, you see? This auric field above you, above us. But it's important to also be mindful of those that are trying to take a free ride, you see? Trying to, they want to latch onto your energy, and how could they blame you, right? I mean, how could you blame them? But these are people who, let me see their faces, yeah, who have jumped ship or think that they can charm their way onto your boat, okay? I have to talk to myself also objectively, so I think that that's probably the easiest way to go, knowing that there is a head count here. Yeah, that's what it's saying. So it's creating waves with the like what is it? Keeping up speed? Not keeping up. It's not keeping up. It's there's something, do you see, like there's waves here, but that they're erected based on our traction. So things are looking good for us. Or I'll say looking good for you, okay? This lotus flower, that's symbolize to be our, oh, see, now I have to switch languages. Holy smokes, what's going on here? One thing, if you do divination, it is important not to get all up inside your head, to like logic things out, because that's how things can get misconstrued. I find myself in that little predicament sometimes, because like I'm moving back to an our us thing. So the case may be, this lotus flower that we're on, it's firm. It's not like a gentle ride. It's oh, I'm getting like the teacups. It's kind of like the teacups at Disneyland, except there's no more spinning here. It's a different kind of traction, but it's a solid state of like good time fun, as you would have in a safe like environment of like-minded people. So this is very good. Again, I have to remind myself of the title of this reading, which is for those who have had it hard, what does Spirit want to say to you? So this is a good header card. Lotus flower is about growing up, growing beyond your preset environments, growing out of certain simulations, finding your chi, like a greater realm of chi, because you know it starts from the very bottom. It grows from the mud. Okay, it's seeded there, and then it grows up out of the water being H2O, a portion of oxygen. Then you come to this new light, you come to surface, where there's a greater amount of resources to thrive upon. In its most intangible state, it's expansion there. So we're looking at a greater realm of possibilities here, okay, because coming out of that, like, several realms, okay? So this is definitely an emergence, not just an unfolding. In fact, I'm hearing that it's kind of like simultaneous. You know? And last time that I talked about divergence, you know, those avenues of separation where it's not just like, okay, they go off in here and we're just kept on path. It's like an active like split like that. After the reading, I pictured, it was, they gave me a picture of fireworks. You know, it's kind of like one of my most favorite fireworks as a kid. Like it seems like very small or whatever, but the spark that comes up and it just splits. Like it's you don't expect that. It's kind of like a buckshot and then a mini buckshot, and and I think it's audible too. In a like a whistling audible type of thing. Not just like the swirlies out, but yeah. So something about fireworks here. I don't know if anybody traditionally does fireworks on Thanksgiving, but if that's kind of like in your hood, or if you have some leftover ones, I would suggest you do that. I think that's what it's supposed to, like, I think that's what you're supposed to, you know, live a little. I think that's what's going on there. Hold on. I gotta figure out how I place these cards. Okay. All right. So what does Spirit want to say to you? Those who've had it hard, what does Spirit want to say to you? Because this is a serious time for a lot of people. Like, we're edging on Christmas. So, like, Thanksgiving is kind of an afterthought of togetherness. But it's supposed to be the pregame to all of these other things, like a kickoff. And that's traditionally what it's, like, carved out to be outside of, like, historic events. So, anyway, let's see what Spirit has to say, because I think we're driving back into that frame of mind. So the execution is a more tangible, I'd say. Uh, I mean, at least for me, compared to the last few years of holidays, holy crap. Seriously. Huge, like, we all have to live through those things so we can understand, comprehend, a little bit better. um, yeah, I'd have to say. It's good for us. Like, people will say, you know, like a dude will say, not just any regular dude, but what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. And this is not, how do I say it? So this is not really risky behavior. This is just stuff that's like, we're testing our immune system. We're testing our threshold, or at least the universes are. And 100% the way to look at that in spirituality is that we're fully capable. Just, that's the bottom line there, okay? That's fact for, oh look, holy smoke. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Okay, not so good. It's so good. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles in reversal. This is, I'm hearing promising of spectacular things, like fireworks level, like massive, not just changes. Like, don't be afraid of this change. Whatever it is, like, it's good. It is really good. So whatever you've changed in the dynamic, it's looking good for you. Oh, wait. No, it's 10 of Cups in reversal, but 10 of Pentacles in upright. It's still very good. There's a lot to be thankful for here. That's what they're saying. A lot of things that have manifested. And there's so much more, because this is actually way better than what I originally thought, which is, I thought both were in reversal. So like something massive, super massive is about to, like, there's like going to be, a memo would not suffice. Like, that's just absolutely dumbing it down. You can't even call a memo on this, dark horse energy. This is map. So what they're saying here is that we have basically it all. We have so much going for us, but there's so much more than just what has manifested from our contributions. So it's like on this, you know, like how this, the grading scale, like there's a pinnacle to it. There's like I don't know, you guys probably know economics better than I do, but like there's a certain like height that it before it like gets to like the law of returns or something. There's a decline after a certain period, whatever. This is very similar to that, in that it's inverse. It's like there's a decline, but then there's an upsurge. So this is something that's very good. I'm also hearing like Wall Street, like stock market level as well. However, not to get too crazy on it, okay? Because as you know, like there's certain fluctuations with that. And like going crazy on this is especially with how things are going, Spirit wants us to focus on the level beyond Pentacle energy, because I think someone might get disappointed. I don't know exactly how to say this, but there's going to be an increase, but I know from the readings that I've had before, like I can't promise that to be constant, okay? I don't think anybody can, but I already did a reading that was like it's important to save. It's important to be conservative at certain times. Like, don't buy that yacht, okay? don't like, if you already bought that jet, like, just like maintain it, safety purposes. Like, you have to create a plan for it, like a game plan for what's, etc. So this is not the time to talk about it. But, yeah, so the inverse, like, so there's going to be an upsurge, but this is going to be, way more fulfilling to your soul, to your spirit, than just what pentacle energy can provide. Okay? That's what they're saying. And you know that. You know? All right. Anything else? I think I gotta go pretty soon. So, what does Spirit want to say to those that have had it hard? I think those who have kept it honest are true to this, whereas those who kind of need that helping hand are like right around our premises. So, I don't know. They just wanted me to say something about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is saying goodbye to those that are like basically drifters, you know, because that's kind of like, for lack of like graceful term, that's like turd energy. You know, they're just floaters. They're just, they're just scraggling along. But you got to say goodbye to that energy. Like, that's old energy. We've taken ourselves out of, we've uprooted ourselves for a certain reason. And it's not just for aesthetics. It's not just for the mechanics or the formula. This is what you have to make firm decisions, like that you've already found a reason for them. There's no rationalizing beyond that. So it's just reminding us of that. Okay. Anything else that you want to say to those who've had it hard? What does Spirit want to say? Okay, there's that one. Ooh, it's temperance. Yeah, for sure. This is being absolutely well balanced. This is also moderating your drink consumption, or knowing that, like, knowing your threshold, even if that's a 0 count. There's been this new craze of mocktails. So it's not new, but it's definitely giving some room to like elevate that. Yeah, like to celebrate that, to offer that. It's like a gentle way of I don't want to say intervention, but it's a gentle way of showing that someone is welcome, without having to talk about like all the hard stuff. Okay. So this is very good. It's keeping your chill. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the rainbow up right here too. Okay. One last card, bottom of the deck, is a 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So there is a harvesting here. This time is truly abundant for us. And what's beneath that? Oh, 4 of Cups. Okay. This is good though. I mean, I don't have to say it for you. I don't have to call out all of your blessings. These are things that are obvious to you. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they wanted to say. I'm gonna dig further because it's like a harvesting kind of thing. Card behind it is the Fool card. Yeah. So once you see it, you'll see it, but nobody can point it out for you. That's what they're trying to say. You see? Oops. See? Nobody can point it out for you, but once you see it, like you get up and you're ready to go. You're enlightened. It's a bright new day. So the blessings, the harvesting is right in front of us. It's plain and simple to the divine. Without saying, like, without dumbing us down, it's accurate. What else do they want to say? Yeah, nobody can point it out for you. I mean, even if they did, it would not be as effective. In fact, it could be ineffective. You have to see it for yourself. Top of the deck is King of Swords. So that's kind of Archangel Michael just sitting back and relaxing and watching. He's decked out in gold. This is the first time I've ever seen the King of Swords donned in gold. So this is gilded. This is like, dude, the King of Swords he's not about the bling, but the fact that this one is, it's drawing back the visualization of the Fool card. So once you get up and you are brought into that awareness, you see the level of yellow, how much it's there. You're ready to, like, not just stand in your truth, but also sit in it. Yeah, it's like being dipped in gold. Yeah. So, I don't know why, but this is like spirit in the background, but it looks like spirit's like, you know, it's muscle, right? And like knocking on someone's door. I don't know what that means though. I haven't seen it like that. But that's something. Okay, so for us looking at that, it's on the right side. It's the doing side. So there's something about knowing the truth, and like being totally tapped into it, so much so that anyone within the same picture, the same frame of where we're at, is also kind of attuned to that energy. It's like kind of knocking on that door. A consciousness. Now, I don't believe that this is anything that can be abused. I feel like this is because this not only like is attire, but also the sword is dipped in gold. It's very much protected. Yeah. So this butterfly at the very top reminds me almost like of a scarab, you know, the wings that open up. So this transformation has come through on like a daily practice of inputs. And like a beetle, you don't see their age. Like, you don't see them like withering or whatever. They have this resilience to them. Yeah. As far as I know, scientifically speaking, you can't see if like one is an old beetle versus like a new beetle. Like you'd have to really scrutinize. So there's something about that there on the resilience side. But even the King of Swords basically is in armor, so he's always like in a hard shell. Yeah. Yeah. Like, if you had to like make an equivalent version of a cookie to the King of Swords, he would be a biscotti. He's like, no, I'm not like I'm not like, I was made that way. That was very much intentional. Like, I repurposed something that could have been thrown away, and we didn't make like we didn't make any other variation. We made something sweet out of it. Yeah, subtle but sweet. We turned something like into like something that's normally made for like garlic bread or whatever, or sandwiches, into something like dessert level. We even created a new avenue like on the menu for this substance that we were given. So this is again about alchemy, drawing back to this thing. So again, like the hard features in life that we were presented with have allowed us to become resourceful and creative in our solutions. So we get to benefit greatly off of the excitement, the pride in generating that solution, those fix-its. But also it's, you know, by default, highlighting our capabilities to others. The right ones, definitely. The ones that like are used to like the regular cookies and this and that. So the ones that are foodies, let's say, like you can parallel that to wherever your realm is. The ones that are like, what do you call it? I don't want to call them critics, but enthusiasts. Those that are enthusiasts and experts within that field of flavor and taste and what, you know, yeah, I heard a little beep. They are the ones that are exposed and taking notice of our inputs, of our results, without us having to directly like converse on that level. So those are very intelligent beings on a different level, and so we can take peace and pride in that. That's what Spirit's saying. So that was the final. Oh, crud. Okay. Unblocked here. Okay. So it's also staying objective to certain situations, because we know that there are truth benders, liars, double talkers, etc. I mean, this one got like knocked off the deck, and so they wanted us to see that that we're truly unblocked and to remain objective because of that reality. I'm not going to read all the bunch of cards behind it, but that I feel like that's enough. Enough's enough. We got to move on. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I mean, let me get one more closing card here. In here, okay? From this Tromsite Tarot. What is it? The Three of Pentacles. Oh, this is great. And this is about the work atmosphere, a learning atmosphere. It's the pathway to the toppermost of the pyramid. And yeah, when things like have like hit hard, you know, like a Wile E. Coyote, like, you know, so Spirit's saying like, you missed me. Yeah. So we have the 3 pyramids here. So this is hitting the levels of hierarchy within ancestry, of deep-rooted ancestry. And it doesn't have to be within our own culture, like within this lifetime. But it is absolutely definite here. And I think that's it. So thank you to all who have donated in light and love, of light and love. It is appreciated, for sure. So you have a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. In your own happy way. Yes. Okay, so and now that this reading is officially over, upon closing all portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close these portals in this reading. Now.